The pain begins as a pulse behind one tooth. By midnight, it feels as if a small hammer is striking inside your skull. There is no modern clinic waiting, no x-ray, no local anesthetic. And if the swelling spreads, the tooth may become the least of your problems. In medieval Europe, toothache could steal sleep, food, work, speech, and finally the strength your body needed to resist infection. You do not visit a dentist. The profession, as you know it, does not yet exist. You search for anyone willing to touch the tooth. A barber may shave faces, let blood, dress wounds, and pull teeth. Skill varies. Reputation matters. So does luck. Before you choose the hand that will enter your mouth, you study the tools. Iron, wood, worn hinges, stains from years of use. The most dangerous part is not always the extraction. It is everything that has already happened beneath the gum, where you cannot see. Decay opens the tooth. Bacteria enter. Pressure builds in tissue trapped inside hard enamel. Every heartbeat now announces the infection. You try the remedies people trust: herbs, wine, vinegar, salt, smoke, prayer. Some may soothe. None can rebuild the ruined tooth. Some blame a tooth worm, an ancient explanation for pain that seems to move, bite, and return without warning. You hold warm liquid in your mouth. For a moment, the pain dulls. Then the pressure returns, deeper and more deliberate. Eating becomes a calculation. Bread is too hard. Meat is impossible. Even cool water sends a shock through your face. Work does not stop because your tooth hurts. Missing a day can mean losing wages, food, or a master's patience. By the third night, the pain has changed. The cheek is warm. The gum is swollen. Your body is telling you the danger is spreading. Now delay becomes a decision. Endure the extraction or gamble that the infection will stop on its own. You choose the barber-surgeon because someone says he has a steady hand. That is the closest thing to certainty available. Inside, the room smells of smoke, damp wool, metal, and old remedies. The chair is simply a heavy seat placed where the light is best. There is no reclining mechanism, no suction, no bright lamp. Your head must be held still by human hands. The practitioner asks which tooth. You point. He presses the gum. The wrong tooth can imitate the pain of the right one. Without an x-ray, diagnosis depends on sight, touch, smell, swelling, and the story you can tell through a clenched jaw. If the tooth is loose, the task may be quick. If the roots are strong or curved, the extraction can become a contest of leverage. One common tool works like a lever. Another grips the crown. Either can slip. Either can fracture the tooth before it leaves the jaw. You may receive strong wine or an herbal preparation. It can cloud fear. It does not create the numbness a modern patient expects. The safest strategy is brutally simple. Sit still, open wide, and do not force the operator to chase a moving target. Your shoulders are held. A wooden wedge may keep the mouth open. The metal touches the damaged tooth. Pressure comes first. Not a clean pull, but rocking, twisting, and leverage against bone that has no intention of releasing its grip. The room narrows to sound. The chair creaks, iron clicks, breath shortens, and someone tells you not to move. If the crown breaks, the visible problem disappears while the root remains buried. Now the operation becomes slower and less certain. A fragment can be left behind. The gum can tear. The neighboring tooth can be damaged. Medieval hands work without modern precision, but leaving the infected tooth untouched has its own price. Pain can continue. Swelling can expand. Fever can begin. So the practitioner resets his grip. The decision has already been made. The tooth must come out before your strength gives way. Then the resistance changes. The root releases. The instrument rises. The source of the pressure is finally outside your body. Relief may be immediate, but survival is not guaranteed. The empty socket is now an open wound in a world without germ theory. The operator may rinse the mouth with wine, vinegar, or an herbal wash. Cleanliness depends on habit, water, and individual care. Instruments are not sterilized by modern standards. They may be wiped, washed, heated, or simply used again after limited cleaning. You are told to bite on cloth. The pressure slows bleeding. The cloth itself must be as clean as the household can provide. Now comes the part no crowd sees: the long hours after the extraction, when pain, weakness, and infection must reveal their intentions. You must avoid disturbing the wound. But instructions vary, and necessity may force you back to work before healing begins. A successful extraction leaves soreness that slowly fades. A failed recovery begins with pain that grows instead of shrinking. Fever is the warning you fear. So is swelling beneath the jaw, difficulty swallowing, or breath that becomes harder with each hour. Dental infection can move through spaces in the face and neck. Without antibiotics, the body must contain what the tooth released. If the swelling blocks swallowing, you cannot drink. If it threatens breathing, the danger is no longer hidden inside the mouth. This is why a toothache could destroy a life. Not because medieval people were weak, but because their options ended early. The wealthy may seek a more experienced surgeon or physician. The poor often wait, improvise, or choose the cheapest hand available. Traveling tooth pullers sometimes work in markets and fairs, where confidence, spectacle, and noise can hide the patient's fear. A public extraction can advertise success. The patient becomes proof. If something goes wrong later, the performer may already be gone. Monasteries, household healers, apothecaries, surgeons, and barbers all occupy parts of a medical world with blurred boundaries. Knowledge is not absent. Medieval practitioners observe symptoms, copy remedies, debate causes, and preserve techniques from older traditions. But knowledge is uneven. A skilled operator in one town may be replaced by a reckless opportunist in the next. Your survival, therefore, depends on details no title can guarantee: clean hands, sound judgment, strong tools, and a body able to heal. Even the tooth itself changes the odds. Front teeth are visible and accessible. Deep molars hide behind the cheek and resist leverage. A lower molar may anchor itself with roots shaped like hooks. Breaking it can turn one painful moment into several dangerous attempts. The operator's strength matters, but control matters more. Too much force can injure the jaw. Too little can prolong the ordeal. You also bring your own risk: exhaustion, hunger, fear, alcohol, illness, and the possibility that you collapse before the work is done. A fainting patient is difficult to manage in a cramped room. The safest position is not always understood, and panic wastes precious time. Yet many people do survive. The tooth is removed, the socket closes, and the body wins a battle nobody can see. That survival can create dangerous confidence. The next extraction may be harder. The next infection may spread faster. For most of the medieval period, prevention is inconsistent. Teeth are cleaned with cloths, powders, sticks, rinses, or not at all. Diet matters. Coarse foods can wear teeth down. Grit from stone ground flour may abrade enamel. Sugar remains limited for many, but decay still exists. Age brings accumulated damage: cracked enamel, worn chewing surfaces, lost teeth, infected roots, and jaws forced to adapt. A missing tooth changes more than appearance. Chewing shifts. Speech can change. Remaining teeth carry loads they were never meant to bear. For a laborer, soldier, sailor, or traveler, poor chewing can weaken nutrition exactly when physical endurance is essential. The mouth is connected to the rest of the body. Medieval people may not know the microbes, but they understand that a bad tooth can ruin a person. Centuries later, anesthesia, antisepsis, professional training, radiography, and antibiotics will transform the same problem into controlled treatment. But you do not have centuries. You have tonight one damaged tooth and a choice between known pain and unknown consequences. The chair waits. The iron waits. The infection does not. Would you trust the strongest hand, the cleanest room, the oldest reputation, or simply the first person willing to end the pain? In this world, courage is not the absence of fear. It is opening your mouth when every instinct tells you to run. The past offers no guarantee, only a narrow chance. Remove the tooth, survive the wound, and hope the fever never comes. A medieval toothache was never just a toothache. It was a test of pain, judgment, infection, and the limits of the human body. You survived the chair, but until the swelling fades, the test is not over. Could you survive this?